eyes open. If you can't stay strapped before you die smoking. All three eyes, I keep my eyes open. Ain't no competition, I'm God's chosen. All three eyes, I keep my eyes open. If you can't stay strapped before you die smoking. All three eyes, I keep my eyes open. Ain't no competition, I'm God's chosen.
Peace and love, family. Peace and love. This your host, Chief JAMAL Cannon of the legendary Black Panther Party, and I'm coming to y'all talking about today in the game of life. No, in life in general. In life, in the kitchen of life, men stay cooking. We stay cooking. We stay creating. In the kitchen of life, real men stay cooking, stay creating. Now, why am I saying that out there, family? Subscribers out there, why am I saying that? People watching, whatever it may be. It's because you have a lot of content out here. You have a lot of people out here that's basically making agendas for men that are contrary to the nature and the ability of men. It's been demonstrated for over thousands of years. Until we got into this egalitarian society, this feminist agenda push society, to this liberal society, men were always recognized as the builders, as the creators, as the ones, as the inventors, and men still are. Unfortunately, as to a detriment to women, not to help women, but to a detriment to women, the ideology of Western society has gotten to the point where they want to reverse the roles or make the roles equal when we are not equal. We are different. We are in different energies and we are different beings. So with that being said, what happens is you get imbalances, and you know this channel is all about balance. So when you get imbalances, only way you can recreate the imbalances by either extremely pushing against that imbalance or just balancing out over time. Just staying balanced over time, staying consistent over time to that extreme overrides itself or, disintegrates as all things come to an end. But what we have as a major in response to the feminist movement, you have out here what's called the MGTOW movement, you have the Red Pill movement, you have different type of movements for men. And a lot of those things are needed for men because men, we don't, as Abba and Preach just did a video, and it's crazy. That's why you gotta be quick with content on here, because I was gonna do a video about that, and they're a much bigger channel than I am at the moment. I'm gonna catch their ass, but at the moment, they're a much bigger channel than I am. But they did a video about how the red pill is needed. And throughout it, even with its flaws, and I subscribe to that same belief. I do not try to, as you know, I don't subscribe to extremes, but I feel that the red pill is definitely needed, and because of the gross imbalance created by what they would call blue pill teachings or blue pill beta male programming, men being programmed to be in the feminine energy. And though the role traditionally to cook has been upon women and men in some cases, but mostly women, in the game of life, the role of cooking or creating or making, setting the table is by men. We have to always be inventive and be crafty and be wise and be logical and understand that what we build has a lasting effect, not just on our current situation, but generations after us, our seed, our society. I know a lot of guys in the going their own way philosophy are not just telling you that and going their own way, that they don't care about society. They're like, fuck it, I'm just living my life. And you know what? They have the right to do that. I don't knock anybody doing what they feel is best for them. And that's what we got to understand as fellow humans. We have to stop going against people who are doing things that they, just because you don't like it. If they're comfortable within themselves and they're secure enough to live them, do their thing, and you find yours. You don't care what other people do. You only care what those who can affect your circle are doing. And if that's a negative impact, you eliminate them from your circle and you keep building and moving. And that's how life has to be. We have to understand as men that we have to always set the table and put things in perspective, that regardless of what situations may be, we have to get out there and change it. It's a lot of you so-called brothers in the pro-black movement who are feminine, who have been raised by single mothers, who are emotional, who sit up and with a feminine energy cry about the issues of society or about the plight of black people, but you have no plan of action, or you have a plan of action that's unrealistic, which is another feminine characteristic, not being grounded in reality. It's unrealistic, it's emotional, it's just something that you're saying, and there's no power to it. So there's no movement. And a lot of you are set up as leaders in the community, but you're not leaders. You are simply programmed simps and beta male manginas who are pushing the ideology of the slave master. That's what you're really doing. You're trying to, you're not standing up for yourself as a man and saying that, you know what, this is, a lot of y'all getting mad at Kevin Samuels or Coach Greg, and y'all coming on there calling them Uncle Ruckuses and Uncle Toms with no proof that they have been a detriment to your people. If you call someone a traitor or a coon or Uncle Tom, which a lot of y'all don't know, Uncle Tom was actually, it was Sambo who was the traitor, not Uncle Tom, because y'all don't even do your research anyway. When you do that, that is a major insult. Now, it's beyond an insult. It is a major declaration against a man to be a traitor to their race, regardless of what color. So when you do that, you should not be able to come with just facts and emotions and create that narrative. But because we're in a society where social media is king, those things are able to be created and disseminated amongst the people. But what I'm saying is that setting a new standard, what I do within myself is I don't want to hear any of your opinions. You have to come to me with factual evidence and receipts. That's what it's all about. Shout out to Universoul TV. The brothers always talk about coming with the receipts. But come with the receipts. Come with the receipts when you try to attack another man, because it has to be justified in my not just opinion, but that's just how it should be. We have to get out of that state of that, and we have to be creators. If we don't like our circumstances and situations as men, then we have to create a new circumstance and situation, no matter how hard it may be. We can't cry about it. We can't whine about it. No one's going to feel sorry for black men. No one's going to feel sorry for men in general, but especially black men. They do. It ain't damn sure going to be black men. No one's going to feel sorry for us, brothers. All right? So it's up for us to be as men, put aside our differences, not care about personal. Women are catty. Women are going to fight about personal likes and dislikes. I don't want to hear with him because that brother do this, or he this religion, or he's this sports fan. Like little stupid. I hear men bitch about not collaborating with other men for stupid shit. Or they feel that watch my video about women being competitors. They think that their competitive energy against men is masculine, not knowing that is a feminine trait. That is what hypergamy is. Men are builders. Men build their own space, are comfortable in their space, and they collab with other builders to build greater things. That's what men do. Real men who are the pillars of society. So if you don't like certain things, or you feel things need to change, you can state. I'm not saying don't express yourself how you feel about it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't express yourself. We all have a right to express ourselves and how we feel about it. But when you don't have the solutions, or you want to bitch and complain about it with a feminine energy, or you want to not only do that, but use your opinions or views to attack other men, that's when it's a problem. That's when you're becoming a cancer to society. And there's going to be, if you study the societal change at any point in time, if the society is going to shift and change for the better, understand you will be eliminated. Whether it's by your own doing or whether it's by the doing of others, you will be eliminated because evolution will not allow you to survive. So we have to understand, we set the table as men, we build as men. We don't have to sit around. What I like about brothers like Coach Greg, and I would say, brothers like Coach Greg, I'm gonna just spoke for him. Brothers like that, he has his opinions and views, but he doesn't lead with that. He just gives you the facts. When probably shut down if you want to live a different view than him. He doesn't shut you down or put you down about it. He just says that that's probably not the most likely outcome to receive what you're trying to get. Because if you're watching this channel, you're obviously in search of something along with his philosophy. Or you're just a beta simp mangina. I was just saying that, man. And you want to call and you want to insult. But most of the time you're watching because you're trying to get something from his ideology or what he's talking about. And he doesn't really deal with the ideology so much. He deals with just the facts of the situation and analyzing the data and coming up with a conclusion. He deals with science, which I respect that. I don't consider myself to be a red pill guy, nothing like that. You can call me whatever you want. I actually align myself more with free agent lifestyle, where he talks about just being free and being open to whatever your destiny may be. But when you're able to, as men, logically come together and put aside your differences, that's when things happen. That's how deals are made. I'm in sales. I talk all the time. I had a marketing company for 15 years, and people that I've hired, the men who are the most successful within my company, I've always noticed they had a strong, masculine, firm energy. And they may have been assholes, people that people didn't get along with in that way, but they were very successful. Because I was on that same path. When one of my favorite quotes from Damon Dash is that he said that the price of being successful is that unsuccessful people won't like you. Who cares? That's the whole quote. Who cares? I like the end part. Who cares? If just the people are gonna always not like you. Even if you try to please every single person, you're gonna have people that don't like you. So you might as well be successful. And as men, you might as well take the scrutiny of being against society or being whatever, because you really want a solution. You don't care about that. When you want a solution, you don't care about personal attacks or people coming against you for doing what you feel. You're doing what you feel needs to be established as a man, and you're willing to stand on it, in some cases die for it, to prove that your solution is valid, to get others to come along with it. And really, a lot of content creators who are good, well, it's not that many, because a lot of them are bad, but the ones who are good, they put themselves on the line. They vet themselves, they show their face, and they put themselves on the line and make a sacrifice to put a view that may be a solution. That's why I'm mentioning Coach Greg, Kevin Samuels as well. But they are more solutions orientated. You may not like how they come or their tones or whatever, but and there's other good ones too. Other good ones out there too for men. But those brothers, probably the two biggest ones right now, for black men especially, they are more solution orientated. I would surround yourself with men who are solution orientated, who that don't just present the problem but present solutions, because we are the table setters, we are the builders, we are the creators. Things change because men come together and make them change. So with that being said, family,